for the first time in Bitcoin's history. Yes, first time in Bitcoin's history. You would figure that this event has happened before, but Bitcoin formed the golden cross on a weekly chart. So that's also very, very bullish if you think about it. Golden crosses on a longer time scale are very, very bullish, of course. Then again, just to play devil's advocate, some naysayer will say, well, we formed the first, death cross, and that didn't mean anything. Well, that's true. That's true. But we had a death cross earlier in 2023 because Bitcoin fell down way lower than it should have. And then we recovered up. It's just that simple. So it just kind of shows you how it doesn't matter how far Bitcoin drops. It doesn't matter what the charts say. Okay, it really doesn't. Bitcoin will continue to grow and get stronger because the people believe in it. That's really it. It comes down to supply and demand in terms of price. And demand keeps on going up. Supply keeps on going down. That's it. Doesn't matter what the charts say. Doesn't matter what the lines say. It comes down to the holders. And the holders keeps on getting more plentiful and stronger with their conviction with Bitcoin. I know my conviction with Bitcoin has never been as strong as now. Like Bitcoin's fundamentals, honestly, never as strong as now. Not like in 2021 or 2017 or even 2013 when I was in it. Like, you cannot pry Bitcoin away from me. So I feel like most people that have been in the space for a while think the same way. So absolutely looking fantastic, and it's going to get better soon. Very, very soon. Later today, tomorrow, spot ETFs are coming, and then we'll go watch this candlestick go upwards to the moon. But speaking of those ETFs, as expected, it was reported last week that the SEC asked all the applicants, the issuers, to submit their final applications by 8 a.m. this morning. And apparently every single person, every single issuer did. This is the final application. Again, you got to put two and two together. SEC is not going to go through all this trouble to ask all these guys to keep amending and amending if they're just going to deny. Previous times, previous years, when we had this kind of song and dance where, we have these issuers file the applications, SEC just ignored. They didn't even ask for rewrites or refiles. They just took it and then denied it at the end, right? This time around is different. A lot of back and forth. This is like the 5th or 6th amendment. This is the final one. They're not asking for any more. So what does that say? Well, to me, that says that Gary's like, okay, I can't hold this back any longer. We got to give these guys what they want. And I need to solidify my next position after being let go from my position later this year. Okay, so that's what it means to me. Now, we already know that the deadline is the 10th. So that means announcement could come today or tomorrow, one of these days. Why not a Monday? Monday seems to be a better day than Tuesday, in my opinion. If I was Gary and I had to choose today or tomorrow, let's choose Monday. Just wait. We're already at 45,000. We'll know when approval comes. If you start noticing Bitcoin skyrocket to 50,000, okay, you know that approval has happened. And I do think we will hit 50,000 after approval. I mean, we're already at 45, okay? It's not too far-fetched to go up about 10% to $50,000 after approval. So that could be as soon as the next hour, next few hours, soon as closing day today or tomorrow. It's going to come. It would be a major, major, major shocker if somehow there's no approvals by the 10th. That would be a major shocker. Chamath, we haven't heard him talk a lot about Bitcoin, but he was in Bitcoin very, very early. At one point in time, he said he owned 1% of all Bitcoin. He said he has sold off since then. But he believes this is the most important year for Bitcoin that ever existed. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know about ever existed, but I will recognize the significance is vast, okay? The significance of having ETFs around is huge. But I don't know about the most important year. Maybe the most important year is the first year it was released. But why does he think so? Basically, it's about mainstream adoption, okay? And it's true. He thinks our parents and grandparents understand what it is. They can buy it and then buy some more, right? I mean, it's true for a lot of older people that do not want to deal with exchanges, do not want to deal with self-custody, do not want to deal with, I don't know, safeguarding Bitcoin, right? The next best thing is to buy spot ETFs. And again, that's why it's going to bring in so much money that doesn't exist right now because, stocks have been around forever. Brokerages have been around forever. People know how to buy stocks. They fill them up in their brokerage accounts or they use their 401ks or retirement funds to buy stocks. It's just so easy to buy spot Bitcoin ETF stocks versus learning something new like Coinbase. But outside of ETF news, I mean, Bitcoin is still rocking. Right now, merchants that accept Bitcoin tripled in 2023. Okay, so you could see tripled, kind of like Bitcoin's price in 2023. So in terms of adoption, Bitcoin is still growing by leaps and bounds. Like I said before many, many times, the fundamentals of Bitcoin have never been better. Anything that you can measure, the network or activity or adoption, all are at all-time highs. Like the fundamentals of Bitcoin has never, ever, ever been as strong as now. Even though the price is not back to all-time high, but the fundamental is just phenomenal. Here's another one, Japanese e-commerce giant Mercari to allow Bitcoin payments from June on. So that's in a couple months, right after the halving event. It's all fantastic. You're looking at it from a TA perspective. What does that look like? That looks like Bitcoin has just broken out of this wedge and it wants to go a lot higher. Despite all these fake outs or shakeouts from the whales, that nasty drop down to 40,000, and then we had a nasty one down to like 42,000. This weekend, we had a little one down to like 43,000. Despite all those shakeouts, Bitcoin continues to rock. It does not care. And all of you guys that took advantage of these dips, I think most of you guys don't care about them either. You don't care about the dips. You're not scared. You lived through 2022, 2023. We're at $40,000. We're not at $16,000. We're not below 20,000. Why would you be scared? But these guys, the market makers, the manipulators, the whales, they tried. They tried their hardest to drive people like you out, and they failed. That's why Bitcoin is back above 45,000 and looks like it just wants to continue. 50,000 could be right around the corner. After that, I don't know. 60,000 is around the corner. Bitcoin is at a 92-week high, going all the way back to March of 2022. At that point in time, Bitcoin was at 48. That's why that is the next mark. That's the next leg up to go, about 48,000. But after that, it's 52,000, 58,000, 69,000. I mean, seriously, after that, it's like all hell breaks loose and Bitcoin just could go up to hit a new high like right away. We don't know, but it's coming. It's coming.